Hey, Surf's Up, Space Ponies. So, it was in October when I last did one of these modeling updates, and now it's December. It's almost the end of December, so I'm going to record this. I just rewatched my October modeling update, and I was totally drunk. I don't know if you guys could notice that or not, but I was totally drunk when I did that video, so I am sober this time, so don't worry about that. I'll try to be more coherent. I wrote notes just to make sure, stick to my talking points so that I don't ramble too much. So, models, first of all, of course. I am kind of busy these days. You may have seen I just uploaded a video for this AMT 1966 Oldsmobile 442. I just uploaded that today. Today is Sunday, December 19th, I think, 20th. Oh shoot, I think my sister's birthday is the 19th. I need to send her a message. Okay, so yeah, this is my first time I've actually built an American-made model car. So I've done American-made models, but this is my first model car. So I've done a bunch of Japanese cars, and a bunch of them I have not yet finished. Of course, to recap, I have that pre-painted Toyota 86 that I started back in April and I kind of forgot about. I have that Honda Beat, that yellow car, and the Hasegawa Volkswagen. I really want to get that finished too, but this is for my dad, so this is going to take priority. And oh my gosh, what's this? You see that? What the hell? What the hell? The lens is dirty. Did I fix it? Oh, shoot. It might be internally or something. That sucks. Look at that. Kamehameha! Hadouken! That's funny. Just got this circle right here. What was I saying? Gosh, I promise you I'm not drunk. Yeah, so models. Yeah, so I do want to fix those. I'll finish those. So I moved up here 1st of December, and gosh, my head's getting hot. I'll take this off. I took a bath just a bit ago, and so I have most of my hobby stuff set up here. It's nighttime, so it's kind of dark in here. But so here you go. There you are. All right, so yeah, I have moved, and I've already mentioned that in some of the videos I've released, uploaded recently so far. I'm going to be doing another snacks video, and one of the things I did was it was not a Fanta. I don't drink Fanta. That's Coca-Cola. I try to avoid Coca-Cola stuff. What's it called? Orangina. And you're supposed to shake the Orangina up, right? And then drink it, right? It's kind of fizzy, but it's not so bad. But this stuff was soda. It was Orangina soda, and I opened it up and it got all over myself. It was really crazy. Yeah. Okay, so if that's all you care about, go ahead and turn this off, because I'm going to be talking about other stuff. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so fake news is like all the rage these days, and I'm not going to go into too much of that, but one thing I've noticed that there is a bit of a fake news going on about the Star Wars movie, and people have been asking me if I've seen it. Apparently it's out now, the Rogue One. I've already mentioned several times that I've been really on the fence about seeing this movie, and as it is, I don't know, unless I get like overwhelming feedback from people telling me, oh my gosh, it's so freaking awesome, you guys see it, I'm just gonna wait and maybe see it on video or something, because I'm really not excited about this. Again, my last video about the Star Wars prequels, I was really trolling. Again, I like to do trolling videos about Star Wars. There is a bit of a genius about the whole prequels of it being about a bunch of fake war crap, but the prequels still suck. It could have been so much better. Again, Force Awakens, I was excited about that. I was really, really hesitant, but I think it's just because my expectations were so low that it impressed me, and it's still way better than the stupid prequels were. But I haven't bothered to buy it on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. I'm just not. I'm gonna wait for episode. What are we up to? 8. And if that one's really knocks it out of the park, then I'll buy episode 7. But so far, no. I don't really have any merchandise really about episode 7. I've had some of the models, and I've given them to people or sold them. I don't think I own any episode 7 stuff really. This new one, Rogue One. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to talk about fake news. So there's this whole thing going on about people boycotting the movie because of some rumor. There's the whole, what they're calling is the hashtag Dump Star Wars. And they're saying, oh, it's a bunch of white nationalists and they're pissed off because there's a fake rumor about they edited the movie to make the Empire look like Trump or something like that. That's the first I've heard of it. I did not know about that at all. It's possible that there could have been some sort of weird rumor, unfounded rumor. I don't know if it's unfounded or not. I don't know if they did anything in post-op or post-editing or whatever to try to make it look, make a political point. I do know that the writers are a couple of pinheads, and they even have the stupid safety pins. This whole thing about white nationalism, and the bunch of white nationals, they're the ones that are against Star Wars, and they're behind this dumb Star Wars thing. It's not about white nationalists. Sorry. One of the big names in this dumb Star Wars thing is Malik Obama, who is actually President Obama's half-brother. And he's an African. He's not even an American. He's not even white, obviously. Just look at his picture. He's on Twitter. He's a kind of a kooky guy. He's kind of cool, I guess. He's waiting for his brother to be out of office before, and now he's endorsing Trump. And I think that's kind of cool that even though he's not even blood related to Obama, it's so. Yeah, I just watched the videos. You can look up Obama's real father is Frank Marshall Davis. He doesn't even look like his, Obama senior. He looks like Frank Marshall Davis. I just killed that damn bug. Yeah, you suck. You suck. Yeah. I saw this video of this guy. He calls himself Netscape, and he was calling it right-wing SJWs are behind this dumb Star Wars thing. No, it doesn't work that way. Sorry. These the social justice warriors, and I'm so glad I don't live in America. I have not seen this. When I went to college, of course there were goofball lefties and obnoxious professors and such, but the college campus atmosphere was not like it is today. That was like, I graduated about 16 years ago or so, 17 years ago. Yeah, it's very different now. See, the thing is with SJWs is that they hate free speech so much that they will try to shout down the people whose speech offends them to try to impede on their freedom of speech. And they will stop at nothing to do so. Well, if you just decide not to watch a movie, that doesn't make you an SJW, and that doesn't mean that you're against their freedom of speech. It just means that you're not going to support it. It's that easy. It's that simple. There's nothing to it. When like I pointed out in that other video about the that it was about Star Wars Trump's hate. You see it's not. They're also saying that the Empire was compared to Nazis, and that upset these people. No, any Star Wars fan knows that the Empire was patterned after Nazis. It's getting really cliched, actually. It's kind of cool that the Yamato 2199 anime, that they kind of made the Gaulists, patterned them after Nazis. I guess that was pretty cool, but it is a little bit kind of it, it's getting tiresome a little bit. I mean, it's easy. It's an easy way to like compare something. Oh, the Nazis and therefore they're evil or whatever. But I don't know. So anyhow, what was I saying? Yeah. So they're saying that it's because that the empire was compared to Nazis, and that's not the case. Okay, the thing is, it's these writers who are insinuating that Trump is like a Nazi and like the empire and stuff. That's it's stupid. We're sick of this crap. That is exactly the reason why people voted for him, and it's stupid. So yeah, a black man from Africa is not a white nationalist. You know, do your research. I even put a comment on that guy's video about that. I told him just do your research. Yeah, stupid. But at least he did mention that, about the insinuating thing, and was really lame. So, and he also mentioned about the virtue signaling with all the safety pins and stuff. There was also that thing about Mark Hamill saying that Luke Skywalker was gay and stuff. Yeah, it's so obvious that the character was not gay, that he was in love with, not in love with, but obviously he had fondness for Princess Leia. And this is, of course, before the lame excuse to resolve the love triangle by making them brother and sister and such, which happened with Return of the Jedi. But we're sick of this. And so if we decide not to watch the movie because of that, fine. People want to make fun of, oh gosh, they're a bunch of stupid idiot right wingers because they don't like something, so they're not going to buy it. Well, I'm personally not like that. I don't think. I mean, heck. Just as long as the movie itself isn't preachy, I don't care what these people say in their in their private life. I guess just as long as they don't make the movies themselves into like these stupid political bent type crap, then I don't care. Just don't care. But if people want to boycott the movie because of that, let them do it. I'm kind of on the fence about that. I really want to find out if the movie is like preachy and has like a political bent to it or not. My main gripe about the movie, and this is the same as I've always had, is that this doesn't seem like it's really that believable. I mean, I guess I shouldn't think of a Star Wars movie as being believable, but making Little Miss Mascara being into like some badass, it's stupid. I just, it's not a Die Hard movie. I don't want to see a girl with that kind of it's stupid. And they're also saying that people are upset with this movie because of the strong female leads. No, I mean, any of us are big fans of the Alien movies, and especially Alien 2. Sigourney Weaver, Ripley was a total badass. It's awesome. Nobody complains about that because the movie's not preachy. It's not saying, you will like this because it's a woman. No, it's because it's a compelling character. And so if you put a compelling woman into a strong lead, that's fine. If you try to shoehorn some, Disney Channel type girl, I don't know who this Felicity, whatever her name is. I'm out of it. I don't know anything about modern entertainment at all. But if you try to shoehorn this little petite girl who wears makeup and then she's like this badass and just murders stormtroopers and stuff all the time, is whatever. And then I was expecting this movie to be like some sort of espionage, like this, undercover rebel agent kind of infiltration type James Bond kind of a thing. It doesn't seem to be like that. From what I gather, the girl, her father designed the Death Star, which is good because I didn't like the whole thing about termites just You know, the episode 2, well, gee, we better hide these plans because if they find out what we're doing, you know, the stupid kind of like those little talking like those African Bushmen and stuff. Gosh, those movies are so stupid. Um, anyhow, yeah, just I'm really on the fence about this movie. If you saw it and you think it's awesome, please let me know. I'm not going to be seeing this on day one. I don't even know if it's been released in Japan yet because I just don't care. I don't care. I don't live near a movie theater right now. I'm kind of 20 minutes away from the big city in this area. Yeah, it's not a priority. So I don't know. I'm just so sick of politics and all of this stupid crap going on. I'm sick of just. Okay, so like I mentioned, I moved. Okay, and I had mentioned in a previous video that I had my former coworker blow up at me because he got upset with me because I voted for Trump. Well, my new group of people I'm working with, there's 7 of us foreigners, the English teachers, ALTs, and 2 of them are women, and so then there's 5 of us males. So the 4 guys, they took me out to dinner last Friday, this past Friday, and we went to get some food and drinks and such, and it started out good, and then these guys started pushing me about like, well, who did you vote for? You know, I try to plead the fifth. I said there are 3 things I've learned not to discuss with people: politics, religion, and the Great Pumpkin. And so then they pushed me even further because of that. I'm like, I knew that these guys were not fans of Trump, and I feel like, look, I voted for Trump. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm sick of Republicans. That's why I voted for him. Sick of Democrats way more, though. It's like the guys in South Park said that we hate conservatives, but we really, really effing hate liberals. That's kind of my attitude, I guess. So I wanted to talk about Mystery Science Theater 3000 and stuff. I was just more interested in that kind of talk, but they pushed me into this thing, and like this one guy, he got. Obviously, I knew it just by looking at his face that he was a total liberal, and he was taking offense to it. And I'm like, okay, so like none of you were Bernie supporters? And like, oh no, I voted for Hillary. I'm like, all right, so if they voted for Bernie or Jill, I can maybe kind of respect that. Gary Johnson, gosh, whatever. Hillary Jr. is what he was, but. I just didn't want to get into it with these guys. And so this guy was like, well, I know a woman who said that these people said some mean things to her because Trump is now in office. And I'm like, I'm more concerned about that guy who got his drug out of the car and beaten up, and they stole his car because of who he voted for. Incidentally, they didn't know, they didn't have any proof that he did. Incidentally, he did, but. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Or that crazy woman who locked her 8-year-old son out of the house. Like, we don't want no Trump supporters in my house. No. Yeah. It's insane. And so, like, I had sent the guy an email thanking him for dinner. And I said, I tried to, I don't want to, you guys have your ideas and whatever, just know that I didn't want to get into that kind of conversation with you guys, and because I don't care, I actually really enjoy discussing such things with people with differing viewpoints. I'm perfectly fine, even with people I really disagree with. I enjoy it. If the people are intelligent and they're not getting all upset and crap, I'm totally cool with that. I worked at this restaurant, and the person I got along with the best was this guy who was he was a Satanist, and had some common ground. We both like Cure, at least the old stuff from the 80s or whatever. And we both agreed that atheists are obnoxious. So, we have that in common. So I don't really care if people want to, disagree with me in my videos or whatever. I'm totally cool with that, just as long as it doesn't get all upset and, emotional. But this guy was getting all emotional with me. So I had to email this guy. I said, I thanked him for the dinner and stuff. I told him, I told him, look, I admit, because they were wanting to know who I voted for. I'm like, yeah, I voted for Trump. And then the other people, I voted the Green Party, just because I'm sick of the Democrats and Republicans. And his response was like, you should probably keep quiet because you're in a minority, and your input wouldn't be really appreciated. Wow, that's a really nice attitude, actually. I didn't respond to the email, but I'm like, you and your little safe spaces and your abhorrence of diversity of opinion, diversity of ideas. That's exactly why you lost. That is exactly why people are sick to death of the person that you voted for. Yeah. So, yeah, she pocketed vast sums of money from corrupt people from various countries in return for America's foreign policy to suit their needs. That's the epitome of corruption. Oh, but Trump builds skyscrapers. Oh my gosh, he's evil. That was basically the attitude that I had received. So yeah, I just started a job and I didn't really want to get into it with these people at all. I was looking to focus on what people had in common, and just have a nice evening. And but because I could tell that this guy was like really, really just so far left and just a total dick about it. And I really wanted to get along with him, but who knows? I have no idea what will happen. Hopefully he doesn't try to cause problems for me at work, because that's kind of how these people are. They have like zero tolerance for other people. And so he was also going on and on about how evil Steve Bannon is. And I'm like, the guy was editor-in-chief of, because this guy was talking about how anti-Semitic Steve Bannon is. And I said, look, he was like, he ran a media outlet staffed primarily by Jewish people, owned by Jewish people, and some of the top editors that he's hired were Jewish people, and it's named after a Jewish journalist who died. And he's like, oh, well, that was just a job, like, okay, whatever, guys, I don't, stupid as hell. People just get so upset over everything, and if I had some advice to give to whoever he knows who is being persecuted so heavily, need to just start exercising those middle finger muscles. That's all I can say about that. So, yeah. Okay, so this is it for this update. In a few evenings from now, I'm going to be driving back to go get my family. And then we're going to be moving back here together before the end of the year. And we'll be living together again. So it's been almost 3 weeks since I first moved up here. So, getting kind of lonely, but whatever. Okay, so that's enough of that. Again, Star Wars, let me know. If you like it, if you've seen it, let me know. If you hate it, please let me know. I'm interested in different differing opinions and ideas and such. So live long and prosper, and may the force be with you. Bye.